What's up guys, welcome to the channel. This is Devin from Devin Drone. So for those of you who have been following, you can see recently I upgraded to the DJI Mini 4 Pro drone. Previously I was using DJI Mini SE, so I thought I would quickly try and send out my first thoughts on my very first flight. This is all footage taken directly from the drone from my first flight. So it's completely unedited, there's no filters, I've got no filter on top of the lens, this is as it is. So yeah, starting looking at this one over here, you can see the range, but the dynamic range between the light and the dark. It's definitely got a good balance there, completely unedited. What I found, obviously comparing to the Mini SE, sometimes there were a bit of like glares or lines that would shoot out if you were looking directly at the sun. So I was just quite careful on the direction that I was facing the drone, especially with the videos. When it came to the photographs, it was really not a problem. And you can see here, so also this particular day was extremely windy. The drone was even warning me about strong winds, so I was flying in sports mode, not in cinematic. So those you know, usually cinematic is a little steadier, slower, and you can still see it's really great footage. Obviously a big difference is this drone shoots in 4K, whereas the Mini SE was only shooting in 2.7K. It was perfect to start with, but I can see this is a whole new level. What I really have enjoyed about this drone so far is obviously the upgraded controller. I can see the transmission is so much smoother. Usually before I'd have to connect my phone, and sometimes, especially like here, you can see if I was taking off from a field, obviously in a safe area. Yeah, and then obviously because I am in a residential area, like in this particular recording here, there are a lot of hotspots, Wi-Fi hotspots in particular. I know you can set the drone, especially the Mini SE, you could do it as well, where you could set it to only go on one sort of bandwidth. Generally, you know, I would fly it on auto, so if it was on auto, it would have a couple of issues with Wi-Fi, but this one, not a problem at all, not even a break in transmission. Okay, so this clip over here, this is the active track. I got my son to try and run away and break, get away from the drone, and it was pretty good. Even here, it was in a fixed position and just, you know, focus on him as he moved around. And I was impressed. I myself, I'm not going to put those videos up there, but yeah, I myself tried to jump around and get away, and it was able to keep up with me. Okay, so these obviously are quick shots. It's, you know, new drone, new features, new sensors. It's able to do a whole bunch more nice gimmicky things to play with in the beginning. Yeah, I think if you're doing a channel, you don't really want to use those too many times, but they're very impressive, and it's very intuitive just to like set it up. I mean, even with the active track with my son, just drawing a block around him and sending it out to record. Obviously I'm very mindful of, you know, checking the environment, making sure there's no wires, people around. You want to try and be as safe as possible. No one wants a drone flying at their head. So that's obviously the responsibility of what we need to do when we are piloting drones. And again, yeah, with piloting drones, obviously this is a Mini, so it is 249 grams. So it's under that that weight where it has to be registered. But obviously there are still laws that you need to follow, I mean across the world, but in South Africa as well. Even as an unlicensed drone pilot, there are specific rules that you have to follow. So again, yeah, back to the drone. I found the controls, as you can see, are very steady, especially because of that good transmission between the drone and the actual controller. It was smooth, and I was able to follow exactly what was going on. And that's it, guys. Thanks for following the channel. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, let me know in the comments if there's anything particular that you'd like to see or if you'd like me to cover. But yeah, appreciate it. Have a good one.